Hey guys, it's Eve, and I want to mention before I start this video that the reason my voice sounds like crap is because I've been sick for the last week and I'm just now starting to get over a cold, I believe, so that is why it sounds so stranger than normal. Anyways, I would like to dedicate this video to my little brother, David, who 6 years ago from yesterday, he died. So yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of his death, and I just want to dedicate it to you, David, because in your death, it was kind of our beginning in a way. So David, this is for you. So this video is going to be about two themes. The first theme is my reason for not giving up on life. So it's basically about a very hard topic that I don't think is discussed enough, and that is suicide. I have struggled with suicidal thoughts. I've thought about it. I'm a little bit on the depressive side. I think a lot of that's the past trauma, and a lot of that is personality traits, I believe. So sometimes when I get emotionally distressed, I have thoughts of hurting myself to the extent where I die, because sometimes it feels so painful to live. So let's just get that out in the open. It happens sometimes. And yes, I'm seeking help for that, and I have friends that I can call if I need to, and it comes in waves, you know what I mean? But my number one reason for not giving up on life when I get that way is this. If I chose to give up on life by ending my life, if I chose that, when all is said and done, there's no hope that life will get better. There's no hope that life will change, because it'll just end. It's gone. It is completely gone. And that sums the reason up pretty well. There is no hope that it will change, because there is no choice left. You've just taken your choice away. So Eve, that is why Eve does not. That's why she says no when those thoughts come up. One of the reasons. And another thing she does when those thoughts come up is she calls friends if they're really, really dark thoughts, or she texts friends. And usually I'm not too open about what I'm going through at the moment. I don't say, hey, I feel like I'm going to kill myself. But after I talk to someone, I feel a lot better. And if you are going through something like that, please call a friend or call the suicide hotline. Call someone, because it's really hard to get out of a dark place by yourself. It's impossible, pretty much. And so you need to have someone you can call, even if that's a random person on a suicide hotline, because your life is too precious to just give it up like that. Plus, like I said, if you take that choice away from you, there is no hope that it will get better. So that's my number one reason for not giving up on life. The other thing I wanted to talk about is my reason for not giving up on the struggle that is involved with pursuing my goals. Like the struggle, it is hard, it is difficult. And one of my goals is to write a book. I'm 44 chapters into my first book, and that is super exciting because I've never been that far. And it's a struggle to put the words in. It's a struggle to feel like what I'm writing, it's a struggle to actually take things out of my head or come up with ideas for how to make sentences and paragraphs sound better and put them on the pages and put them in my laptop. It's really a struggle. And it's another thing that I do is I like to run a lot, and every time I run, everything hurts. It's a struggle. No matter if it's mile 1, if it's mile 10, it just hurts. And so that's a struggle too. But you know what? Those things are good for me. Running is good for me, and I have always wanted to be a writer for as long as I remember. And that's something I'm not going to give up on. And here's my reason for not giving up on that. I have a brain that functions. I have eyes, I have a mouth, and I have ears, and I have a body. I have a healthy body. And that is why I don't want to give up on the struggle, even though it's hard sometimes, because not everyone has that. There are some people who would pay an endless amount of money to have a relatively healthy body like mine. Like, the only chronic issue I can see with my body is flat feet. That's about it. And I know I say healthy as I'm sniffling from a cold, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I can move my body. I have the ability to run 26.2 miles. I've done it twice before. I have the ability to do that. Not everyone has that ability. Some people, they don't have that at all. So if I have a healthy body, if I have a healthy mind, what am I doing with it if I'm not putting it through all this work and all this hardship to get to a better life? And because it's worthwhile to me pushing towards these goals. It's all worthwhile to me. So with my healthy body, how can I not do these things, basically? So that's my number two that's my second reason. Actually, it's my first reason for why I pursue the struggle and the discomfort and the difficult things that are hard to do. That's why, because I've been blessed with a healthy body and I don't want to waste it. So those are the two things that I wanted to talk to you about today. And I'm about to head home after spending 3 nights at an undisclosed location so I could celebrate and reflect on my brother's life. And that's all I have for you today. Please send me good thoughts, because I do not like being sick and sniffly. Okay? Peace.